The city's housing efforts are paying off. A comprehensive housing strategy update was given to the council during its April 24th work session.
There are many housing needs in Durham. The primary ones that we look at are neighborhood revitalization, housing for persons who are homeless, and affordable rental housing for persons who are priced out of the market. So what we try to do is we'll do a 5-year outlook looking at those 3 priorities and what the available resources are, and we attempt to strike a balance over that 5 years in terms of how many of each type of unit we produce.
The activities to achieve that balance are supported by federal housing funds and a dedicated local funding source for affordable housing.
We receive from the Department of Housing and Urban Development home funds, community development block grant funds, emergency solutions grant funds. Additionally, it was in 2013 that Council approved 1 cent on the tax rate. That equals about $2.3 million a year. That's referred to as the Dedicated Housing Fund. So all of those sources are used to implement the activities under the housing strategy.
The primary neighborhood receiving the most focus right now is Southside.
Well, we're very happy to report that the 132-unit mixed income project by McCormick Barron is nearing completion. There are 12 buildings in that project. All of them but one will be completed during this year. The one remaining building will be several more months. Additionally, we have started the development of home ownership units, and right now, of the 48 lots, 19 of those are already reserved. We have about 10 houses under construction right now. We anticipate our initial closings to happen in the latter part of May or early June.
To build on those accomplishments, a number of goals are in place for next year as well.
Next year, what we're going to focus on is the site prep and the infrastructure improvements associated with the second phases of mixed income rental and the second home ownership phase. We also are very hopeful and optimistic that the Whitted School will be awarded low-income housing tax credits next year, and of course that's a 79-unit elderly affordable housing project in that historic school facility.
Special needs housing and homelessness are also being addressed through a variety of initiatives.
Right now under construction are CASA's 12-unit Denson apartments for the veterans and Goalie Point by the Durham Housing Authority, and that has 12 units of permanent housing for formerly homeless individuals. Also, we're recommending the award of funds to CASA for Denson 2. That would add an additional 12 units of affordable housing. It's also important to focus on rehousing, and approximately 65 formerly homeless households or individuals have been rehoused through the resources and programs that we fund through the department.
Of course, one of the main ways to prevent homelessness in the first place is to make sure affordable housing is available, a goal that the comprehensive housing strategy is working hard to achieve.
One of the projects that Council approved about a year ago was the refinancing of the city's loan at a housing authority project called Price Steel, and that is an elderly project. It was initially about 101 units. It's being renovated. Now it will be 82 apartments, and that should be completed probably within the next few months. So that was a project that was awarded tax credits last year. Additionally, there is a new project, 60 units, called the Vermilion off of Cook Road. That was awarded low-income housing tax credits this year.
Again, a portion of the funding to support those activities is provided by the federal government. The annual action plan, which is the city's application to receive federal housing funds, was approved by the council during its May 5th meeting. The plan includes the use of community development block grant and home funds to support ongoing home ownership and rental housing, housing rehabilitation and repair, code enforcement, and other initiatives. It also includes emergency solutions grant funds, which are used to help people quickly regain stability in permanent housing after experiencing a housing crisis or homelessness. The city has to submit the annual action plan to HUD by May 15th.